So, hello guys, this is Jared from Golden Air Muscle. And we've had a lot of confusion on going over how each stack is suppressive or non-suppressive and the protocols we use for stacking products on top of each other. So, hopefully you see my mouse here. We're just going to walk through each product so you can determine how exactly you want to stack it and what type of products you want to look at. So before we start, I have this medical disclaimer. You can pause it, read through it. I'm not going to read through it. So let's continue. So we're going to start off with our most popular stack, which is the alpha test stack. And this product, the epi-androsterone, the epi-test max, is suppressive. And what suppressive means is that it simulates testosterone in the body, and your body responds to that by producing less testosterone naturally. So you get a point where the return on investment is not as good. But we found that the research has shown that that point gets to about between 6 to 12 weeks. And you can decide, I put 6 for like a beginner and 12 for advanced. The average is going to be about 45 days, and that's what we have our products, the amount inside for. So the alpha test stack can be used for both bulking and cutting, and what's great about all our products is they've been designed specifically so that you can stack any product with any product. Now with the anabolic shred stack, this is not suppressive because the laxogenin in the androgenin bottle, it works as a AKT enzyme booster, which is the protein synthesis to your muscles. So it's going to be awesome. It's not the greatest for bulking, but it's going to be amazing for cutting to make sure you maintain that lean muscle mass. And that was the thought process with the anabolic shred stack. And the cycle length I put infinity because there's absolutely like no medical reasons or problems that can occur, for my belief and what the studies have shown, for long-term use of laxogenin because there's no suppression. And it can also be stacked with any of the products, and it's great for the muscle support stack because the muscle support stack is going to be what optimizes your testosterone levels back higher after a suppressive cycle. So that's going to maintain your muscle gains from a suppressive cycle, and on top of that, the laxogenin will also hold on to that lean muscle mass. The only note I have here is that the Clenex T50 is going to have 250 milligrams of caffeine, so you're not going to want to take that with pre-workout. Or if you're taking any other forms of caffeine, you don't want to take that together. Then you're hitting probably like 500 milligrams of caffeine, and we do not want that. Now we're going over the muscle support stack, and it is also not suppressive because how the arimistane and the rimedione works is it binds to the estrogen enzymes in your body. And what happens is your body believes it's not producing enough testosterone. So it's not producing enough estrogen because the testosterone to estrogen conversion is blocked off with the arimistane. So it increases your testosterone production and then lowers your estrogen at the same time. Now I put the cycle length as infinity because hypothetically there's no suppression, so you can take it as long as you'd like. But to stay on the safe side, I'd recommend you never take it longer than 16 weeks because then at that point side effects may start occurring. So just play it safe, we put that. But hypothetically, you can take it as long as you'd like. And it can be used for cutting or bulking, and I love to stack it with a suppressive cycle because it works almost as your test base on top of that methyl test stacked with any suppressive cycle. So that's why when anyone's worried about like, hey, I don't want any suppression of my testosterone, we recommend they stack the muscle support with it. And then, of course, it's recommended to take the muscle support for the time of length you took the previous suppressive product. So if you took epi-test for 6 weeks, I'd recommend you take arimistane for 6 weeks after. But if you took arimistane well, if you took the muscle support stack during the epi test cycle, you won't have to do that as long. You'll probably only have to do it for about half the time. Then I'm going to give a sneak peek to our Facebook group. We're looking into releasing these products about next week. And this is the Rad Mass Stack. And it's going to be suppressive because the main ingredient in the Rad Mass is going to be 4-DHEA. And that is suppressive like the epiandrosterone in the EpiTest Max Stack. Even more suppressive, so we recommend the cycle length for beginners at 4 weeks and for advanced 8 weeks. And it can be used for cutting or bulking because it doesn't have, it's a very lean, hard mass type anabolic. It doesn't add that extra bloat like 1-DHEA. And of course, it can be stacked with any of the other products. And with this product, even more recommended than the EpiTest, excuse me, is the muscle support stack during and after, just so you make sure your testosterone stays blazing during that. Then, last but not least, we have the MK Tropin stack, and this is going to be our growth hormone alternative, and its cycle length is also infinity because it's not suppressive on your testosterone. Though we're going to recommend you do 5 days on, 2 days off, 5 days on, 2 days off to give your pituitary glands a rest with how the MK677 and the MK Tropin works. And this can be used with any goals, cutting or bulking, but I'm going to recommend you keep it with bulk because with the extra growth hormone, and a side effect of the MK677 is extra water weight, which is completely fine and great for people who are bulking or athletes because you want that extra water weight and you don't want to be super dry when you're trying to bulk, but if you're trying to absolutely shredded for the beach or something, you're not going to want that extra water weight. And as you know, growth hormone works great with testosterone, so this works great with the alpha test stack also. So these last two products are going to be killer. Accident happened here. There's going to be no need for muscle support with the MK Tropin stack, though it definitely wouldn't hurt for overall physique goals. So thanks guys. I'm sorry for the confusion with the instructions, and we're looking to get more. Our latest shipments of products have included a pamphlet that goes over some of the information just listed here. We're looking to dive even deeper. If you have any more questions, our live chat can be contacted at any time 24/7. And thanks guys.